Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Saturday, July 12th. There's 15 games in total today. Every team is playing. This season is flying by. We are only 2 days away from the All-Star break, almost at the midway point of the season. What we're going to do today is we're going to break down all 15 of our games. We're going to try to predict the outcome for every single matchup. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, if you're a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, you agree with me, disagree with me, what are your thoughts on these games? What are your picks today? Make sure to drop them below, and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below, click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We go over every single game every day this entire season, and once the football season starts, don't forget football season is just around the corner, just under 2 months away. We will be breaking down college football and NFL games every week, predictions, best bets on all the matchups. So if you're a sports fan, football fan, baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But let's not waste any more time. We have 15 games to go over. And the very first game we're going to be looking at on MLB Network at 1:05 p.m. we have the 55-38 Chicago Cubs, one of the best overall teams in baseball, one of the more balanced teams in baseball. They have power, they have speed, they have great pitching. They are first place in the NL Central. They'll be facing off this the 52-41 New York Yankees, second place in the AL East, but they are making a run. Maybe the offense is starting to turn a corner. They've been very Aaron Judge-centric this entire season. 356 average, 34 home runs, 78 RBIs. He's putting up video game numbers, but the rest of that lineup has to step up. They definitely are doing so with a top 8 overall offense. They have a lot of injuries to pitching staff. 3 of their 5 starting pitchers that were supposed to be there to start the season are on the DL right now. That has definitely hampered this team, but they have the offense to be competitive. Right now, New York, a 52.2% chance to win this game. Chicago, 47.8%. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites, and 8.5 over-under. The Yankees are minus 165. The Cubs right now, plus 140. But this is one of those games. It is practically a 50-50 matchup. You can make a very strong case for either one of these teams to walk away with the win. The Cubs offense right now, top 5 in baseball. 5.4 runs a game, 257 average, 139 home runs. That is top 4 in the majors. 106 steals, again, 3.81 runs per game. They have a great starting rotation. They have a pretty decent bullpen. The Yankees, 5.2 runs a game, 257 average, 145 home runs. That is second place at the Dodgers. 63 steals, 3.85 runs per game. Pretty decent starting rotation here. The Yankees are going to have Max Fried. He is in your top 3 front runners right now, Vegas betting wise, for the American League Cy Young. Having a great season. Career 2.9 ERA this season, a 2.27 ERA, 11-2 record, 119 innings, 111 strikeouts, only 9 home runs given up in 17 games. He's going up against Matthew Boyd, having a career season right now. 9-3 record, 2.52 ERA, 103.2 innings, 96 strikeouts. I'm going to go with Max Fried. I'm going to go with the Yankees getting the win here. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And then on MLB Network at 1:10 p.m., we have our second game, the 48-45 Seattle Mariners, second place in the AL West. This team, one of the more balanced offenses, pretty good pitching. They'll be facing off with the 59-35 Detroit Tigers. A lot of people are starting to think right now that the Tigers are the best team in the major leagues. They're making a very strong case for it. They are one of the most complete teams in baseball. The only thing they don't do is they don't steal bases. That has not held their offense back. They have power. They have batting average. They have great starting pitching. They have a great bullpen. Right now, Detroit first place in the AL Central. They have a 60.4% chance to win this game. Seattle, a 39.6% chance. The Mariners, though, 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over-under. Seattle's plus 110. Detroit is minus 130. Pretty interesting numbers there. Right now, the Mariners, 4.5 runs a game. 247 average. 124 home runs. Decent power. 81 steals. Decent speed. Giving up 3.89 runs per game. The Tigers, 5 runs a game. 252 average, 121 home runs, 35 steals, only giving up 3.45 runs per game. That is top 5 in the majors. It's not just the rotation, it's the bullpen to close the games out. Looking at the pitching today, George Kirby on the mound for the Mariners. This is his worst start of his career. For his career, a 3.5 ERA. He has a 4.22 this season. It's not bad. It's just above where it usually is. 3-4 record. 49 innings, 50 strikeouts, going up against Casey Mize right now for the Tigers. This starting rotation is so deep right now, a 9-2 record, a 2.63 ERA, having a career season. For his career, 3.9 ERA, 85.2 innings, 73 strikeouts. I can see Seattle winning this game. I was first leaning Seattle, but ultimately, I'm going to go with the Tigers stealing the win here. Go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And our third game at 2:10 p.m., we have the 38-56 Pittsburgh Pirates. The problem with the Pirates is their offense, a bottom 5 overall offense, but they actually have a top 7 overall pitching staff. They just need some help from the lineup. They just need some run support. they'll be facing the 45-48 Minnesota Twins. The Twins have been up and down this entire season. They had a bad April. They had a hot May. They had a bad June. They find themselves 3 games under 500, but they are within striking distance of being 500. Get some momentum right before the All-Star break. Right now, the Twins, 3rd place in the NL Central. The Pirates are 5th place in the NL Central. Minnesota, 64.8% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh, a 35.2%. The Twins right now, 1.5 run favorites, 6.5 over-under, pretty low over-under. Right now, the Twins, they come into this game, they are minus 130. The Pirates are plus 110. This Pirates offense, 3.4 runs a game, 230 average, 64 home runs, 77 steals, 3.68 runs per game. That is a really good pitching staff. Playoff-worthy pitching staff. They just need some help. And then for the Twins, 4.2 runs a game, 239 average, 107 home runs, 48 stolen bases, giving up 4.14 runs a game. Just to put that in perspective, 4 weeks ago, they were giving up 3.5 runs a game. The offense has been very consistent. It's been the pitching that's fallen off the last couple weeks. And looking at our pitching today, we do not have a starter announced for Minnesota as of me making this video. I hate going into games, having to pick them without knowing who's going to be on the mound. You go into the game kind of blind. You don't know all the variables. And for the Pirates, Mike Burrows on the mound. 1-2 record, 3.63 ERA, 39.2 innings, 41 strikeouts, 7 home runs in 39 innings. That is a lot of home runs given up, and Minnesota does have pretty decent power. Give me the Twins to win this game. Yes, we don't know who's going to be starting, but I'm going to go with their momentum. Minnesota wins, they cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under here, a lower scoring game. And then at 2:15 p.m., we have the 40-52 Atlanta Braves facing off with the 50-44 St. Louis Cardinals. The Braves, they've been all over the place. They've been up, down, they've been sideways. I don't know what to make of this team. There's talk of them potentially going into fire sale mode at this point. I was hoping at some point they'd get some momentum. They'd fight their way back to 500. They did do that at one point in the month of May, and then they completely nosedived. The season has kind of gotten away from them at this point. They'll be facing this 50-44 St. Louis team, 3rd place in the NL Central. St. Louis, veteran squad. They have Contreras, they have Donovan, they have Arenado. A lot of weapons here, a experienced lineup. Right now, St. Louis, a 53% chance to win this game. The Braves, a 47% chance, so the fans are viewing it practically as a 50-50 split. The Cardinals right now, 1.5 run favorites. Over in here is 7.5. St. Louis, they are minus 122. Atlanta, plus 102. This Braves offense, 4 runs a game. 243 average, 98 home runs, 43 steals, again, 3.83 runs per game. When you look at this team overall on paper, it's a pretty good roster. They've just not gotten on the same page at any point this season. St. Louis, 4.5 runs a game, 251 average, 93 home runs, 47 steals, again, 4.1 runs per game. Again, here, we have no starter announced as of me making this video for the Braves. Make sure to look at these lines right before the game time because we're probably going to have a starter by that point. If this turns into a long reliever game, I do not trust the Braves bullpen. And for St. Louis, Eric Feedy on the mound, career 4.8 ERA. Not the best numbers, but he is matching his career average 4.79 this season. 3-9 record, pretty bad numbers there. 94 innings, 57 strikeouts. But still, I'm still feeling the Cardinals getting the win here. I don't know who's going to be on the mound for the Braves. Give me St. Louis to cover that spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And at 4:05 p.m., we have an NOS versus NOS matchup. This is the deepest, most competitive division in the major leagues this season. We're going to have the 56-38 Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers really need a win badly here. They're on a really long losing streak. You want some momentum. You want to stop the bleeding right before the break. But hey, they are still 1st place in the NOS. They'll be playing the 51-43 San Francisco Giants, 2nd place in the West right now. The Giants don't have the best offense, but it is the pitching that gives them a shot in any game. And they're at home in San Francisco. Right now, the Giants 50.2% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 49.8%. That's as close to a 50-50 as it gets. The Dodgers 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. LA is minus 150. San Francisco is plus 125. The Dodgers right now 5.4 runs a game. Even with all of the injuries, 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL, they still find ways to put this game together. They still find ways to win the game. One of the better overall offenses in baseball. The best top-to-bottom roster in baseball. 257 average, 142 home runs, 52 steals, 4.32 runs per game. That pitching's really falling off here, but there's a lot of injuries. Don't forget about that. The Giants, 4.1 runs a game, 231 average, 86 home runs, 45 steals, 3.49 runs a game. That is a top 5 overall pitching staff, both starting rotation and bullpen. Looking at the matchup on the mound, Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers. One thing you have to remember, yes, he has the speed back. 1.5 ERA, 0-0 record, 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 0 home runs given up. But he's only going to throw a couple of innings at most here. So this is going to turn into a Dodgers bullpen game. I do not trust the Dodgers bullpen right now. And they are really wore out, really depleted also. He's going up against Landon Rout for the Giants. 6-5 record, 3.39 ERA, 90.1 innings, 81 strikeouts, only 8 home runs given up in 16 games. Give me the Giants. It sounds crazy to say they win again. The Giants pull off the upset, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. And in this next game at 4:05 p.m., both these teams actually finished last month playing pretty decent baseball. We'll have the 42-51 Miami Marlins third place in the NL East versus the 43-50 Baltimore Orioles last place in the AL East. Right now, Baltimore here at home, 61.9% chance to win this game. Miami, a 38.1. The Orioles are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Baltimore minus 165, Miami plus 140. This Marlins offense is a very capable and balanced offense. It is the pitching that's been holding this team back. But actually, believe it or not, the last 3 weeks, they've actually been pitching pretty good. Yes, they're still bottom half in baseball, but they are much improved over where they were. The Baltimore team, younger team, a lot of power here. The offense is coming around, but the pitching is definitely still lacking. Right now, the Marlins, 4.3 runs a game, 253 average, 81 home runs, 72 steals, giving a 4.65 runs a game. Baltimore, 4.2 runs a game, 239 average, 109 home runs, pretty decent power, 62 steals, giving up 4.9 runs per game. On the mound for the Marlins, Jansen Junk, 3-1 record, 3.12 ERA, 43.1 innings, 36 strikeouts. How about only 1 home run given up in 43 innings? That's what you want to see here versus a home run hitting Baltimore team. Trevor Rogers on the mound for the Orioles, 2-0 record, a 1.57 ERA. What a great start for him, but a very small sample size. 28.2 innings, 24 strikeouts, but also only 1 home run given up by him as well. This is going to be a close game to me. I'm going to go with the Orioles winning a close one here, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And at 4:10 p.m., we have a AL East versus AL East matchup. The 50-44 Tampa Bay's one of the most balanced offenses in baseball with really good pitching. They'll be on the road here visiting the 4th place AL East, the Boston Red Sox, coming in at 50-45. Don't forget, 2-3 weeks ago, the Red Sox were 5 games under 500. Now they're 5 games over 500. They have a lot of momentum right now. The Rays just had the momentum, but things have kind of slowed down. The Red Sox, very difficult to beat in Fenway Park. Right now, Boston's 67.3% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay on the road, a 32.7. These teams are very evenly matched, fighting for positioning within their division. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Tampa Bay plus 155. Boston is minus 185. The Rays right now, very capable offense, 4.7 runs a game, 260 average, one of the best batting averages in the major leagues, 103 home runs, 120 stolen bases, extremely aggressive on the base pass. They do lead the majors in steals, 3.78 ERA. Boston, their offense is really hot right now, 5.1 runs per game, 257 average, 120 home runs, 78 steals, a game of 3.9 runs a game. Pitching has been a lot better the last 2 weeks. On the mound for the Rays, Shane Baz, 8-4 record. Whenever he pitches, he gets a lot of run support, 4.34 ERA, 103.2 innings, 104 strikeouts, 17 home runs. He is a little susceptible to the long ball. Garrett Crochet on the mound for the Red Sox. This guy's putting up a great season. It's time maybe to start mentioning his name in that potential Cy Young category. 9-4 record, 2.39 ERA, 120 innings. This guy eats up innings, 151 strikeouts. He's on pace for about 270 strikeouts this season. Only 10 home runs given up in 120 innings in 17 games. Give me Boston to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 4:10 p.m., the 53-41 New York Mets. Maybe that offense is starting to turn a corner. Right now, they're 2nd place in the NL East, very close to the Philadelphia Phillies. They'll be visiting the 46-48 Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals, a top 5 overall pitching staff, but a bottom 3 overall offense. These pitchers need some help. They need some run support. Casey, a 48.7% chance to win this game. They are 2nd place in the AL Central. The Mets, a 51.3% chance to win. The Mets, though, 1.5 run Vegas favorites, 9.5 over under. New York is minus 130. Kansas City is plus 110. The Mets offense, Soto's had the hot bat the entire month of June. Lindor, Alonso, Soto have to get them all on the same page at the same time, and 4 through 9 really has to step up here. They need some help from the rest of that offense. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, 245 average, decent power here, 121 home runs, 71 steals, again, 3.56 runs a game. Just to put that in perspective, 3 weeks ago, it was 2.9, number 1 in the majors. They've gotten shelled the last couple weeks, but they're starting to turn the corner right now. Casey, 3.4 runs a game, 245 average, 72 home runs, 70 steals, again, 3.46 runs a game. If this team could just average 4 runs a game, they would be well above 500. They just can't do it right now. I don't have any faith in this offensive lineup. The Royals have Michael Lorenzen on the mound, 5-8 record of 4.61 ERA, 99.2 innings, 85 strikeouts. Frankie Montas coming back for the Mets here. He has to get things back on track. Career 4.1 ERA this season, 6.14, but a very small sample size. 1-1 record, a 14.2 innings, 12 strikeouts, 4 home runs in 14 innings. Those are bad numbers. But the Royals, they don't have much power. They don't have a great offense. This might be going a little bit out on a ledge there, but I'm going to go with Montas having a good game. Give me the Mets to win this one to cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. And at 4:10 p.m., we have the 38-55 Washington Nationals. They have an awful record right now, but this is a younger team, interim coach. Their offense is actually one of the hotter offenses right now. They don't have a bad offense at all. It is the pitching. It is the bullpen that is awful, holding this team back, but they can score some runs. They'll be facing the 53-40 Milwaukee Brewers. Just calling things honestly, this is not a team that you want to play right now. One of the hottest teams in baseball right now, second place in the NL Central. They have the offense, they have power, speed, they have good pitching, they have a really good bullpen. Milwaukee has a 65% chance to win this game. Washington, a 35% chance. The Brewers, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Washington is plus 205. Milwaukee is minus 250. Those are very large numbers there. The Brewers are heavy favorites here. Such large favorites that sometimes you might feel like you're getting set up by Vegas here for the upset potential. Do take the Nationals serious. Not the best record, but very competitive team. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, 247 average, 90 home runs, 78 steals, very balanced, but they are giving up 5.12 runs a game. That is bottom 5 in baseball. The Brewers, 4.7 runs a game, 247 average, 89 home runs, 108 steals. That is top 3 in baseball. Smaller market team. They excel at playing small ball, and they're only giving up 3.68 runs per game, which is a top 6 overall pitching staff in the majors. Right now, for both of these pitchers, both of them have not thrown very much innings this season, so a lot of unknowns on the mound here. You have Ogasawari right now going for the Nationals, 0-1 record, 13.5 ERA. That is an awful ERA, but only 2.2 innings. Very small sample size to judge him by. He's given up. He has 2 strikeouts there and 1 home run. Then you have Brandon Woodruff going for the Brewers, 1-0 record, a 1.5 ERA. That's a great ERA, but it's only been 6 innings, so also a very small sample size. He does have 8 strikeouts, 1 home run. With those pitchers who haven't thrown much, anything can really happen this game. We don't have a lot of our variables set, but I'm going to go with the hotter team. Give me the Brewers to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And this game is a very under-the-radar competitive close game at 4:10 p.m. The 44-48 Cleveland Guardians. This offense has been letting this team down the last month. Pitching starting to come around, but that offense is still lagging. They'll be playing the 31-63 Chicago White Sox, the second worst team in baseball next to the Rockies. They lost 121 games last season. Do not judge them fully by their record. They have an awful record, but they have a lot of very close losses. They're always flirting with the upset. Chicago, 51.8% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 48.2%. So you'll see the fans are leaning with the White Sox right now. The Guardians, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cleveland's minus 150. Chicago, plus 125. This Guardians offense, 3.7 runs a game, 224 average, one of the worst batting averages in baseball. But they have a lot more potential than that. They're just not playing well. 90 home runs, 69 steals, giving up 3.99 runs per game. The White Sox, bottom 5 offense, 3.4 runs a game, 222 batting average. That is close to as bad as it gets in the majors this season. 71 home runs, 59 stolen bases, giving up 4.14 runs per game. Tanner Beebe on the mound for the Guardians, 4-9 record, 4.35 ERA, 103.1 innings, 90 strikeouts, 17 home runs. Sean Burke going for the White Sox, 4-8 record, a 4.4 ERA, 92 innings, 75 strikeouts. These pitchers, it's a very evenly matched pitching matchup. Give me the White Sox. It's going to be a very close game. I rarely pick the White Sox, but I'm going with them today. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under here. And at 4:10 p.m., the 22-72 Colorado Rockies. How about the Rockies yesterday pulling off the upset win? Props to them. They are the worst team in baseball. They'll be playing the 48-47 Cincinnati Reds. The Colorado Rockies pulled off the upset yesterday. Can they carry that momentum, get back-to-back upsets? Right now, Cincinnati, a 80.2% chance to win this game. They are the largest favorites of the day with the fan vote. And the Rockies, a 19.8% chance to win. The Reds are 1.5 run favorites. 10.5 over under Colorado, plus 195. Cincinnati, minus 235. The Rockies, one of the worst offenses in baseball, 3.5 runs a game, 230 average. They don't get very many hits, but they actually have decent power. Whenever they get a hit, it is a solo home run. 88 home runs, 52 steals, and 5.66 runs a game. That is the worst pitching staff in baseball. The Reds, 4.6 runs a game, 244 average, 99 home runs, 67 steals, a 4 ERA. They've been hovering around 500 this entire season. They just got to get some momentum. This is your chance to get a couple games above 500 before the All-Star break. Right now, the Rockies, Bradley Blaylock on the mound, 0-2 record, a 12.94 ERA, 16 innings, 8 strikeouts. How about 27 hits in 16 innings? That's not the way that you want to start the season. Brady Singer going for the Reds, 7-7 record, 4.32 ERA, 93.2 innings, 83 strikeouts. Give me the Reds to win this game, to rebound with the win, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And this is the best pitching matchup of the day. This is a very, very difficult game to call on Fox at 7:35 p.m. The 46-48 Texas Rangers. The Rangers, yes, their offense is playing much better the last 2 to 3 weeks, but overall their offense has been really bad this season. Bottom 10 in baseball, but on paper, a very good offense. Seager and company, you got to turn the bats hot. You got to get that momentum before the break. Right now, you do have a top 2 overall pitching team in baseball. You have a playoff caliber starting rotation. Just give them some run support and help the guys out. They'll be playing the 55-38 Houston Astros. This is a team, when the month of April ended, they were a couple games under 500. Now they're 17 games over 500. One of the best overall pitching teams in baseball. Houston, first place in the AL West. First place by a lot, by like 14 games. They have a 57.2% chance to win this game. The Rangers, fourth place in the West. They have a 42.8% chance to win. Houston, 1.5 run favorites. 6.5 over under. Very low scoring game here. Texas, plus 115. Houston, minus 135. The Rangers offense, 3.9 runs per game. 230 average, 96 home runs, 86 stolen bases. Those are not bad numbers, but they have difficulty turning those things into runs. But they're only giving up 3.3 runs per game. That is number 2 in baseball. Houston, 4.4 runs per game, 260 average, 105 home runs, 47 steals, giving up 3.58 runs per game. That's not surprising. Houston always has a really good starting rotation, but it is the starting pitching for this game that is a very fun matchup. If you are up, make sure to watch this game. We have Jacob deGrom, career 2.5 ERA, 15 straight games this season with giving up 3 or less runs. He's closing in on the major league record. A 9-2 record this season, 2.29 ERA, back to 2018-2019 form, 106.1 innings, 105 strikeouts. He just needs that lineup to give him some run support. They're going to have their work cut out for them. They're going up against Valdez, one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball. When he is on, one of the best pitchers in baseball. 10-4 record, a 2.9 ERA, 115 innings, 115 strikeouts, only 8 home runs in 17 games. This is a very, very difficult game to call because it's a 50-50 one. It is a pick'em game. Flip a coin, that's the outcome. I'm going to go with the Rangers winning it. Very, very close. Give me the Rangers plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And I do love this matchup on Fox at 7:35 p.m. The 54-39 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East. They have Harper, they have Schwarber, they have Trey Turner. This team, a very promising lineup here with, to me, I say it every video, when their starting rotation is fully healthy, they will have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. They'll be facing the 50-43 San Diego Padres. The Padres have to get that offense back on track. Right now, San Diego, third place in the NL West. Very difficult division. Padres, 38.8% chance to win this game. The Phillies, a 61.2% chance. Philadelphia, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Phillies are minus 155. The Padres are plus 130. This Philadelphia offense, 4.6 runs a game, 257 average, 100 home runs, 82 steals, giving up 3.66 runs per game. That number has slowly been ticking down in the last couple weeks. The Padres, 4 runs a game, 244 average, 78 home runs, 61 steals, giving up 3.69 runs per game. How about this? Yu Darvish, he's making the start here. 0-1 record, a 4.91 ERA. This guy's a veteran. We know what he can do when he's on. 3.2 innings, 5 strikeouts, no home runs given up, but hasn't obviously thrown that much this season. He's going up against Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler is the odds-on favorite to win the National League Cy Young right now. He's putting up crazy numbers. 9-3 record, a 2.17 ERA, 116 innings, 148 strikeouts. Give me that. Give me the Phillies bullpen. I have Philadelphia winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our second to last game at 9:38 p.m., the 46-48 Arizona Diamondbacks. This team gives up a lot of runs, but they are one of the better offenses in baseball. They'll just outscore you. They can hit home runs. They can steal bases. They can hit. They can get on base. They'll be playing the 45-48 Los Angeles Angels. The Angels right now third place in the AL West. The Diamondbacks fourth place in the NL West. The Diamondbacks are 42.2% chance to win this game. The Angels 57.8%, but Arizona is the Vegas favorite. 1.5 run favorite. 8.5 over under. The Diamondbacks are minus 110. The Angels are also minus 110. Very interesting numbers. Again, you can make a strong case for either one of these teams to walk away with the win. This Diamondbacks offense, 5.1 runs per game, 251 average, 137 home runs. That is top 5 in baseball. 65 steals, getting a 4.61 runs per game. They can get in a shootout with anyone. They are more than capable every single game. The Angels, 4.3 runs per game. 230 average, 134 home runs. That is also top 5. This can be a slugfest. It could be a home run derby matchup. 41 steals, getting a 4.59 runs per game. These teams are actually very evenly matched. Looking at the pitching today, Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Not the best start of his career, but for his career, a 3.5 ERA. This season, it's 5.15. He's a veteran. The number will come down. There's no reason to panic. 7-9 record, 110 innings, 107 strikeouts, 20 home runs, though. That's a little concerning. He is a little susceptible to the long ball. Kikuchi going for the Angels. The Angels are not a great pitching team, but that is not his fault. He's having a good start. 3-6 record, a 3.02 ERA. He deserves way more than 3 wins right now. 107.1 innings, 110 strikeouts, 48 walks. He does walk a lot of guys. You don't want to put people on base here versus this Diamondbacks lineup. But I'm going to go with the Angels pulling off the upset here. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And we made it to our final game on MLB Network at 10:05 p.m. The 54-39 Toronto Blue Jays. I was very hard on this team April, first half of May, saying that their offense was lagging behind their potential. They turned it around to end the month of May. They have not looked back. They've been scoring a buttload of runs. Now, first place in the AL East, props to them. They've been playing the 39-56 Athletics. One thing of note here, they are playing in Sacramento, minor league stadium, smaller ballpark. Smaller ballpark means there might be a lot of home runs. The A's a 37.2% chance to win this game. Toronto a 62.8%. Right now, the Blue Jays 1.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. Blue Jays minus 155. The Athletics plus 130. This Toronto offense, it is hot. 4.6 runs a game, 259 average, 98 home runs, 47 steals, getting a 4.13 runs per game. The A's 4.2 runs a game, 249 average, pretty decent power here, 118 home runs, 49 steals, but not a good pitching staff, getting a 5.32 runs per game. Jacob Lopez on the mound for the A's, much better than the team average. 2-5 record, a 4.26 ERA, 50.2 innings, 64 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher here. Toronto, though, very good team at making contact at the basics. Kevin Gossman on the mound, 6-6 record, a 4.13 ERA, 104.2 innings, 102 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays winning this game, and I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our breakdown, our picks, predictions, and best bets for all 15 of our games coming up for Saturday, July 12th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know what your favorite picks are. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Thanks for watching.